One really great modality that I like using for a lot of top end strength, building a lot of confidence under the bar, are what's known as cluster sets. And cluster sets are basically just doing 3 or 4 mini sets within one set. So, for instance, you would do a set of two, you take a 15 to 30-second break, do another set of two, take another 15 to 30-second break, and then do another set of two. And this is one cluster, and so you do like 3 or 4 rounds of that, of clusters. And again, these are really great for building a lot of top end strength because you can overload the weight that you otherwise normally would. So for instance, you think about your 6 rep max. It'd be really hard to hit all 6 reps with that pretty consecutively, right in a row. Not even to mention doing 3 rounds of that. But if you take little mini breaks, so you do a set of two and take a mini break, it's giving you enough rest that you can recover slightly in between each cluster. So you can relatively easily, it's still going to be really heavy, but relatively easily you can hit 6 reps. And then likewise, you can do the same thing for a couple of sets. It's just a really good way to overload people. It's a really good way to build some top strength, and it is a little bit different. It could be a lot of fun for people, but again, just be wary that it is you can overload someone's nervous system. So not something you want to use consistently. Maybe a couple weeks, maybe a quarter would probably be okay, but no longer than that. And just give you guys some more ideas about how you can do clusters. So I've just written out this doc basically, but you can try something like getting your 8RM for 10 reps. So you start with something like a set of 5 and then a set of 3 and then a set of 2. Or if you just hit your 8RM for 8 reps, you can do 3, 3, 2 for instance, and just all the way down from here. And there's really different ways you can progress this. You can hit an 8RM for 10 reps, or excuse me, you can hit 8RM for 8 reps, and then the following week you do 8RM for 10 reps. Or you can hit your 8RM for 8 reps and then try and add 5 pounds and then try and hit that for 8 reps. So there's a lot of different ways to do this. And like I said, they could be a lot of fun, especially for someone who wants to get really strong.
For like the cluster set, using that for the main lifts. I like that. I loved those when I got hit those in the programming. It was like it was kind of a breath of fresh air, and it's a good way to get the win for somebody who's like delving into that new side of things, if it's new for them. But even if they're experienced, it's like it's a great way to get a win with a heavier weight than what you thought. Like when I was struggling with the 85s and just trying to breach that gap into 90s, 95s, that was like that gave me so much confidence. And then like within a month, I was grabbing the hundos, and it was like, fuck yeah, this is great. So I
This
really
is
like the cluster sets.
this is good. I'm gonna put this on social media.